Boys and girls, for this activity, we will be making words using the short I. Remember, the short I says I, I, I. You are going to use your dry erase board to write the words as I make them. Make sure you stop and you think about each word and say each word slowly. Listen to this first word, dig. Say it with me, dig. Can you write the word dig? D, d, d. At the beginning of the word is a D. It says D. Listen to the rest of the word. D, ig, I, I, I. D, ig. This is how you make the word dig. In the word dig, you can see the ig word family. D, ig. By knowing dig, it will help us make other words. Let's change the word dig to make the word wig. Where do you hear the change? W-ig. You hear it at the beginning, don't you? Because we still have that ig word family. What letter do we need to add to the beginning to make the word wig? W-w-w. It's a W, isn't it? Read that word with me. Take your finger and underline the word as you're reading it. W-ig, wig. Let's change wig to a new word. Listen to where you hear that sound. Win. Do you see how I'm underlining the word as I'm reading it? W-in. Where do you hear that change? You hear it at the end, don't you? So we need to take away the G, erase your G. What do you hear instead? W-in. N. You hear an N, don't you? Make sure you've written an N. Let's run your finger underneath the word and read it. Win. What's the word family in this word? It's in, isn't it? By knowing in, it helps us with other words. For example, let's change win to make kin. Kin. That's family. That's a fancy word for family. K-in. Do you hear the change at the beginning? We're going to take away that W and replace it with the letter that says k, k, k. Kind of like the word kid. It's a K. K-in. If you used a C, that's okay. Just erase it and write a K instead. It makes the same sound, doesn't it? Now you can see that the same word family is in. We're going to change this up. We're going to change kin to make the word kid. Listen to the change. K-id. Where do you hear the change? You hear the change at the end, don't you? What do you hear in its place? K-id. D. You hear a D. Did you write a D? Let's read this word. K-id. Kid. The word family in kid is id. Let's change kid to make a new word using the same id word family. So keep in mind this is going to stay the same. We're going to change this letter. We're going to change kid to make hid. Can you think of another letter that we could add to the front to make hid? You're right, it's an H, isn't it? Now we have the word hid. We still have that same word family, don't we? Knowing id helped us with the word kid and hid. How about we do it again? Let's make the word lid. What do we need to do to change the word? Id. We need to take away the H, don't we? And we need to replace it with an L. Did you do that? Id. Again, the id stays the same. That's our word family. Now we're going to change lid to make a new word. We're going to make the word lick. Run your finger underneath the word and listen. This is a 4-letter word. Lick. I don't hear a D anymore, do you? You should erase that. I want you to think about what 2 letters make the sound k, k, k. we should have added, or you should have added a C and a K. Lick. Read that with me. Lick. The word family in this word is ick. Knowing ick can help us with another word. Let's erase the L. And I want you to think of this word, wick, like a candle wick. That's the little portion that you light with the match to make your candle glow. That's a wick. That's a W that you place at the end or the beginning of wick. Read that word with me. Wick, wick. Boys and girls, we're going to change wick to make wish. It's another 4-letter word. I want you to think about what you need to do to make the word wish. Wish. If you run your finger underneath it and say the word wish, you should notice that your change occurs at the end of the word. So we need to take the C and the K away. Now think about it. What says shh? You should have written an S and an H to make the word wish. Did you do that? Wish has the word family ish. We're going to change or use wish, what we know with wish, with the word family ish, to make a new word. I want you to think about how can we change wish to make d-ish. Do you hear how this stays the same? Can you make the word dish? Dish. You know we need to take away the W, don't we? What letter did you put at the beginning of the word to make dish? You should have put the letter D. D-ish. Dish. Boys and girls, you are doing such a great job making words. Now we're going to change dish to make a 3-letter word. It's going to be the word dip. D-ip. What don't you hear anymore? Can you take those letters away? Dip. You don't hear an SH, do you? D-ip. Can you write the letter that you do hear? D-ip. You hear a P. Did you write a P? Let's run our fingers underneath this word and say it. Dip. Let's change dip to make ship. What do you do to make ship? I hear the same word family. Our word family is still ip, the same as in dip. We need to take away the D. What do you hear in its place? Sh-ip. Shh. Do you hear an S? And do you hear the H? The SH. Sherry shark, right? Sh-ip. The IP stays the same. Let's make one more word. We're going to change ship to make the word shin. Can you make the word shin? Where do you hear the change? Sh-in. You should have taken away the P and replaced it with the letter N. This is the word shin. Now we're back to that IN word family, aren't we? Boys and girls, today we made words using the short I. We looked closely at word families. Remember, word families can help us make new words in our writing.